Hey real estate nerds, this is Alex Yoder with Pro Tip Tuesday, my favorite day of the week. And today I'm going to give you a tip about security deposit dispositions that doesn't make any sense. I'm going to give you a tip that makes 0 sense, but it works. When we do a deposit reconciliation and we provide to the tenant a breakdown of charges against their deposit, if there are charges that are legitimate to charge them, we do not send them copies of the invoices for the work that was performed. We send them a ledger showing categorized charges. So for example, it may say cleaning $200, maintenance $400, and then I may have a summary on there, screens, light bulbs, batteries, touch-up painting, whatever it may be. But I do not provide the invoices from the vendor who performed the work. Now, you may think that's going to create more problems, but I can tell you, as somebody who has done this for a very long time, both ways, when we stopped sending invoices, we got significantly fewer complaints, significantly fewer disputes against the reconciliation and the charges themselves. Now, something that I assume is part of that is when we would send them out previously with the invoices, the tenant would misread what they were charged for. So let me give you an example. We would have a maintenance repair invoice, and let's say it was $800, and $400 of that $800 was tenant charges, $400 of the $800 was an owner charge. We would put tenant charge or owner charge next to each line item. But I'd say 9 times out of 10, people would not look at those notes or that specific breakdown on who was paying for what. And so many times, 8 out of the 10 things they were disputing, they weren't even charged for. And frankly, those last 2 out of the 10, they probably wouldn't have brought up to begin with if it wasn't for the 8 others that they weren't in fact charged for. So that's probably the number one reason that happens. But that is my tip. That doesn't make any sense for today. When you send out a deposit reconciliation form to your tenants, do not include the invoices from the vendor who performed the work. If they dispute the item, you can always pull that out to show or to justify the charge, to provide them the data along with photos or whatever else, but do not send that to them when you originally mail the reconciliation out to them. That's all for today. We'll see you next week.